All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Dre Day FX. So, as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and the metal markets. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Fortunately, I wasn't on Monday and Tuesday because, fortunately, I had an appointment here at the doctor in regards to my eyes. So, fortunately, had to put some liquid in my eye. So basically, it's a shot that they're giving me. So uh, for that, I have to be rested for at least 48 hours. So that's why I wasn't on, but I am back, and get let's get the thing started here. So let me make sure that everything is loaded here. Perfect. So first, as we do every session, we're looking at the news calendars to see exactly what is happening and what happened over the day. Fortunately, we didn't have any London session this morning in regards to my resting period. So we're getting back here today at New York session. So as we could see, we're going to look at the news that we had here on Forex Factory. So basically, I'm only focusing on your Euro news and the US USD news because uh, I'm focusing on the indices, especially for German. So German is basically Euro, and on top of that, I'm focusing on Euro USD and GBP USD. So that's why I'm only focusing on those two currencies. Okay. So based off of that, we see that we had a lot of German and French news. So we had the German import price month to month, and unfortunately it was negative. So if we go on the details, actually greater than the forecast is good news. So for that, unfortunately, it was bad news because the forecast was minus 1.4%, and we had 1.7%. And we have the French consumer sentiment, consumer spending, that's 0.3, and the forecast was 0.8. So that's negative too. I think overall everything is negative here in regards to the euro. So French final private uh, payroll. So minus 1%, was minus 0.1%, and we were expecting zero. So that's negative. So the GDP for French, it's at 0.1. So that's the forecast. So that's what it was expected. And you have the German unemployment change. That was a big jump. So the forecast was 12K, and we had 34K. So that's really bad. So we're gonna see exactly if it affected the market at that point. And for the U.S., we have the manufacturing index and a few FOMC speakers speaking today, and the FOMC meeting minute. All right. So that's what we have here so far. So let's go back on the chart and go on the chart and see exactly what's going on. And if it's the first time seeing my live, I usually do live sessions here every weekday. So London session is Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Unfortunately, this week it was an exception because of my eye situation, as you may or may not know. And Monday to Friday, we have a New York session from 9 a.m. Until maybe 10:30. We will see. All right. So let's load the charts. All right. I'm just gonna make sure that y'all can see my screen. Should be okay. Perfect. So let's. I'm just gonna load the indicator here. So this is my own indicator that is called the Wyckoff AI indicator. So it's the Wyckoff method included with some volume-based confirmation. So we have the POC, point of control, and VWAP, so volume weighted average price. So everything combined with a specific Wyckoff method pattern, we have some entries that are plotted on the chart. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it looks. So you have basically a higher time frame indication here, and right now it's a buy, and you have the market status that is bullish, and the last signal here was a buy. So basically, since this point here on US30, for example, on the 5-minute chart, we were bullish and still going heavy, still going up. Okay, but for our session, we're gonna use the 15-minute. All right, and this is how it looks. All right, so we're gonna start with the German. As we saw, we had it was basically based on the German news. It was bearish here. We were expecting bearish movement around I think it was around 3 or 4 o'clock. So yeah, so as you could see, we had a big sharp down movement here. So we had consolidation here. It started to break out after basically after the news event. So that news started to break down here. We had a small retracement, and we had a signal here based off of the Wyckoff AI for a sell. So if you have taken that sell, you would be well in profit right now. And on top of that, if you want to add the another indicator that I created is the high-low level. So this is basically giving you the support and resistance points in the market in regards to the current time frame and a higher time frame. So in this example here, in the high-low level indicator, we have a current time frame level. So those are the ones that you see in back here, the small ones, and the bigger ones, the blue and the red ones. Those are the higher time frame that is based off of the 30-minute high and lows. Okay, so the support and resistance on the higher time frame on that. Okay, so based off of that, if you have taken that sell here, you would be well in profit, and I would be looking at getting out of that trade around this level here, or looking at the previous resistance that was broke in an upside here to get out. But right now, it seems that the price is basically consolidating a little bit here at that level. So that will be best time to get out of the trade if you have taken that trade. All right. So, Adion, hope you have a great Wednesday. Hope you had a great week so far. Don't know if you have any results in regards to trading manually, or if you had taken any trades, but don't think we had anything overall over Monday and Tuesday. Only Wednesday we had something, but so Tuesday, let's see here. So for US30, so we're bullish still, no signal here. We're looking for a sell signal for the next sell. We do have a fair value gap right here that needs to be taken out eventually. So we're gonna see exactly if that sell signal that will be coming maybe today or tomorrow, if it's gonna raid those levels here. All right. Look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ, same thing. So we're bullish here. We had a retracement, still going up here for now, waiting for a retracement. We still have a fair value gap here going down on the downside. And same thing for S&P 500. Had a buy, retracement here, shoot it up. And right now waiting for a sell setup here. So I think this is the highest point of the week here that is done here currently. I think most of the indices are doing the same thing currently for the high of the week. I'm just gonna sure it's there you go. So German is already breaking down after that news event. So it's rating already that fair value gap that we had here since Monday. So that's good. Next, we have all right, perfect. So let me run down the identity Forex pair, and we're gonna focus on Euro JPY afterwards. So on Euro USD, we had a sell here since Tuesday. So that means that the DXY was bullish here since that time. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna look at DXY afterwards. Let's look at DXY first here, right here. So we had a buy here on DXY on Tuesday, as you could see. Market was bullish since then, and that means that Euro USD GU should be selling here only by looking at DXY. And if we look at go back on Euro USD, I hate when it does that. When we look at Euro USD, we had a sell. The sell up here since Tuesday, perfect, and still going down. And as you can see, it rated the multiple levels here. So you had an option to get out from that trade here and all the previous zones here. It's almost reaching that previous support here on the 30-minute higher time frame. So we may have a push down, but it seems to be stalling a little bit here right now. All right. Same thing for GU going down here. So we had a sell here on Monday. Sometime GU gonna give you the setup here before your USD sometime. But we did have a sell here on Monday, selling off here. Pretty good, looking good here. Let's look at odd USD. Same thing. You had a sell. It's going towards almost reaching that previous support here on the higher time frame. So that's perfect. And let's look at US CAD. US CAD should be bullish. That's exactly what he had here on Monday, bullishness. And CHF, same thing, bullish since Monday. And we have EuroCAD that is basically, yeah, it's in the range right now. It was bullish, but choppy a little bit. And we have USD JPY that is bullish here. All right, so let me change that and put it on top. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna look at the Euro JPY. Let's see what it is. I think I have it at the bottom here. Euro JPY, there you go. All right, so Euro JPY right now, let's see. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's look. So you said we were going to analyze your JPY, Wyckoff 15-minute chart, sell signal. All right, perfect. So we'll do that right now. So Euro JPY. So Euro JPY seems to be it's going to start to go down. The only thing is that right now we did had a higher low right here. So that was the highest point after that buy. So that buy was perfect here on Tuesday. Now we have a sell here, but that sell came in right before London, right before London open. Right now it's retracing a little bit. We do have some, I think we have some news tomorrow. Let me check. Because maybe the news will start. Yeah, we have bank holiday. Yeah, so be careful. We have bank holiday in France and Germany tomorrow. And we have the 10-year bond auction for Italy tomorrow. So be careful of the euro trades because we have some bank holiday. So price may start to go down here later on today or tomorrow, but I'm expecting to go short here. It may start to retrace a little bit more and start to go down. So I'm still bearish here on Euro JPY for that. Let's look at German sell EMX AI. All right, so EMX AI. Let's see. Just gonna see gold. Set gold 5 minutes. Oh no, say okay, German on 5 minutes. Okay, so German 5 minutes sell. 5 minute, and I'm gonna open. EMX here. All right, so let me close this. Just gonna close those two and focus on EMX. So EMX on the 5 minute. So 5 minute chart EMX AI. That was a perfect setup here. So you should be already out of that trade here. So already hit TP3. Don't need to chase more than that, but that was a good setup here on EMXAI for a sell for German 30 or 40, depending exactly on the chart that you're looking at. And let's see here also. Okay, gold. Okay, so German 40. Okay, you had a small profit. Okay, so that's okay. So you okay, so gold on the 5 minute, sorry. So gold 5 minutes. So let's look at gold. Gold is on top. Let me check what is gold. Gold. Here we go. All right, so gold, also gold 5-minute buy set out. Also okay. So gold. So gold, like I said, sometime let me check EMX. So you have EMX AI and you have Wyckoff. Indecision. So that was a loss. I'm just gonna look at the levels here for this, and I'm just gonna switch it up to 15-minute. All right, so this one was a buy. It said it was a loss, but it hit TP1. So it did do a higher low here. You always have to look at the left side to see exactly what's going on here. So we had a push up. So we had a wave going up here. And then when you see this pattern here, if we're just gonna close everything here. Just gonna close the EMXAI. Okay. So when you see a leg like this, a leg up going up here, and then a retracement, and then start to consolidate and do a higher high from that point, 9 out of 10 time it's gonna start to retrace. Okay. So your entry was off of this movement, so it bounced off of this level here on the 50-minute higher time frame, higher low level, and it started to go up. You get that entry here. It went almost to TP1. I think it went to TP1 almost. Yeah, almost, and started to reverse. So this one, no, not even. It went to TP1 here, right here. So if you want to hold on to get TP2, TP3, you need to make sure that you move your stop loss at break even when you're reaching TP1, because from here, if you entered exactly when the alert came in, right here, and you put your stop loss here, and it reached TP1, your stop loss should be at break even at that point, and it started to reverse. So you shouldn't have lost anything off of that move. But if you kept it and you didn't enter it at the right time, for sure it's gonna stop you up. But for gold, Leon, don't keep it on the 5-minute. Go on the 15. Go on the higher time frame. And okay, I had let's see here to pop up it. I had both signals in London for EOJPY sell, 5-minute and 15-minute. Okay, perfect, great. Okay, understood. I got to Yeah, you have to invest for the less. Yeah, so don't keep like if you see that your trade is already in profit, make sure to move your stop loss at almost break even or at break even. So that way it's a free trade. So you don't lose anything, and if it go back to your break your entry, you're good. So if you keep it your stop loss way back there and you wait for the price to reverse and it doesn't, this is why you're getting affected with the market here. So, but if we look at let me look at the 15. Yeah, so that's why I already told you in regards to EMXCI that it may be a little bit later in regards to Wyckoff because we're waiting for ADX confirmation. So sometimes the confirmation is a little bit later than Wyckoff. So if we open up the Wyckoff one, Wyckoff didn't give you a buy on the 15th. So no buy signal. So that means that it was still selling off. So still retracement. So we're waiting for an actual buy here on the 15. And if we look at the 5 with the Wyckoff, we didn't get a buy neither. So that gives you a good indication that that setup was a retracement. So the actual buy may be coming after maybe it's gonna hit up a support zone going up, but for now no buy on 5 or 15 on EMX on Wyckoff. No, 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 no. User on 50 minutes ago did not take TP. Did not TP once. Let me check. I don't. It already went there. I think it was already at TP1. So if we zoom in, 15. So remember the signal comes in at the open of that candle. Okay. So you were already based off of that. It says it's TP1, but it went back down and then started to go back up. But if you taking that trade at the open of that next candle, your entry should be here. So if we put a horizontal line, that means that you're to be in profit for that signal. Price needs to close above. So the only time that it went above was right here, and then started to reverse. So technically, based off of that movement, it didn't went to TP1. Basically, it went there, but it was already at TP1. If you understand, unless you took that trade at the retracement going down and closed out above, that makes sense. But but by looking at it, it didn't do anything and started to reverse. But like I said, overall on Wyckoff, it didn't give you an actual buy. The last signal was a sell and retraced it afterwards. So if we open Wyckoff, you see you had a sell here. That was a good sell, and then went back up. Didn't give you a buy here because it didn't follow the Wyckoff method confluence. So yes, we had an ADX at the top here, but that was really near the end of that move. So we're waiting exactly for a buy here on the 5 or 15 minutes for gold. That'll be the next setup here. Right, so let's see. So you said gold wake up 5 minutes. Okay, gold Wyckoff had 5 minute and 15-minute buy signal. You had a 5 minute and 15-minute buy signal. Okay, so what is your? It depends exactly on the broker that you're using on TradingView. Is it capital.com or you're using the Owenda one? It may not be the same feed, so that's why you may not have the same setups. So just confirm that to me. And on top of that, I have the live data that I'm paying. So maybe that's why you have a difference between what I'm seeing here and what you are seeing. All right, so that means that it's the feed, because I'm paying the live feed, so maybe that's why you don't see the same thing. That's the only reason. So if I look at that, I don't have a buy here on Wyckoff at all. And the settings, I think it should be the same as me, so no change on that. Let's check. Oh, okay. I think that's why I think what you had is here. Because I had my thing at the maximum of one signal. So I think that's what you saw here. Is that what you saw, Leon? So yes, there was a buy here. Because mine is at one signals and you is okay. Yeah, so that's the reason why. Perfect. So you're good. You're good. So you could keep it at 2. That's no problem on that. So just select the settings that you're more preferred to. Me, I put it at 1, but you could put it at 2 or 3. It doesn't matter. As long as you have the same thing as me, that's perfect. So yes, you have it at 2. So you have 2 buys, 2 sells per day. So yes, you had a buy here, and same thing on the 5. You got to buy on a 5 minute. So, but even that, if you saw that buy here and you saw the buy here, you see it's too far. This buy was the perfect buy. You have to take, not this one. So that's why it's better to focus on Wyckoff because it's more precise. Like I said to you, Leon. 'Cause now you're going back and forth on EMX and Wyckoff. It's going to confuse you. But if you're trading both of them at the same time, it needs the signal needs to be right next to each other to have a more confirmation that it's good. Because if you have a buy here and then you have another buy here, and you're trading off of what EMXAI, you see that it's too far. That move was already done. Same thing on the 15. 15, same thing. You see the buy here, and you have the buy at the end because it's waiting for ADX confirmation. But this one it's confirming off of the Wyckoff. So the Wyckoff is earlier than the EMX. So you could back test and see exactly what I'm saying here, but you're gonna see the exact same thing. All right. So exactly. Yeah. How to explain 15-minute sell and then how to explain how to explain ROGPY. I took sell Wyckoff. Okay, so let's look at ROGPY. ROGPY. So it's giving you a sell here, but now it's you see it's switched you for a buy. It's starting to do a buy right now. So that was what it is. So now price wants to go higher right now. So yeah, I have a buy, a small sell, and then a buy. But this buy here that was at London yesterday was the right buy. So we're gonna see exactly if it's gonna go a buy, but wait for a sell. So you should be out of that trade, waiting for a retracement. It's retracing here. Maybe it's doing a higher high. So it's gonna maybe break this high here, and will start to go down, or it will start to continue going up. And remember, tomorrow it's a bank holiday for Euro. So France, there's a bank holiday in France and German. So less liquidity tomorrow. So be careful about that. Yeah. But did you took the buy yesterday at Euro JPY? They took that Euro JPY buy on yesterday, Leon. Ah, okay, got it. Because that was the best move. I don't think they're gonna do a bigger move than that unless tomorrow, even though it's gonna be a bank holiday, the yen will still be moving, so we may have some pressure going down here for the yen. So we just have to look at the um the, the yen futures and see exactly where it wants to go and trade it against the euro tomorrow. So even though there's a bank holiday on any currency, what you could do here is really look at the cross pair and see exactly if that cross pair is moving for that day. If so, see exactly what is the future market for that currency is doing, and you just trade against it, and you should be in a good direction overall. All right, so let's see what's going on here with look at the other pair here. So German is had retraced, so bouncing off of that level, basically. I think there's another level right here. Yeah, there you go. So there's another level here on the. I'm just gonna double check if I have the right settings for the levels. No, so 30. There you go. All right. So that was the 30-minute previous resistance, and it's bouncing off of it right now. So it bounced off of it, give you a new support, started to trade up right now. So this sell here is done for now. But if you have taken that sell, you should be out of that trade. All right. And yeah, on top of that, I'm just gonna show you the updated multi time frame analysis V4 that I shared with you guys yesterday. I think it was Monday. Open it. I'm just gonna open it here. So based off of that, you see, I'm just gonna minimize that. So this is a previous day high, a previous day low, and a previous day middle range. Okay. So based off of that, you could focus on knowing exactly where the market wants to trade off of. So now it's trading above the previous day high, and we may have a continuation here in the upside for US30. And I don't know if you had any questions, Leon, in regards to that. I think it was pretty straightforward to understand. Gold DMX at 5 minute had sell and already hit TP3 in 1 minute, in one move. Yeah. So let's go on gold. And go on 5. And let's open this. Oops. I'm just gonna open this. There we go. All right. So you said remove this. Yeah. So we went to TP3 real quick. Yeah. Sometimes it's gonna do that. So don't be don't be surprised. Probably consolidation. Yeah, it's end of the month, so we have basically two what today's trading day and then 2 other days. So be careful in regards to gold. By the end of this week, uh, should be going down a little bit more. But me personally, like I said, Leon, I don't trade gold on the 5 minute at all. At all. So let's see if we had a sell. No sell signal here. Let me open, put it at 3. Is it at 3 already? I'm gonna open this. Yeah, so no sell so far on gold, on Wyckoff, but we had a small sell here. So that was a small scalp. So if you're scalping gold, for sure you should be out of that trade. And right now we have, if I open, so we have a sell signal here that's going to be created here in about maybe in less than 4 minutes on gold for a Wyckoff sell. So we'll see exactly how it's going to go, but I wouldn't chase that gold trade for now, especially if we're at the end of the month. Okay, gold has 1 hour buy signal units. What they do? Yeah, to buy on a 1 hour on gold. If it's already passed, Leon, don't chase it because it seems that you want to chase the trade. Do not chase anything. So let's look at 1 hour. You see the 1 hour trade is already past, Leon. So you shouldn't be in that trade at all. It's reversing right now. Should be taking that trade. You should be in that trade since what time? Since London, you should be in that 1 hour buy. Not now. Always take trade when the alert comes in, not after. If it's after, you're missing out of that trade. This one went to TP1 already. TP2, no, TP1, one half of TP1 and 2, and started to reverse. The exact same thing that I talked earlier. So if we go on Wyckoff, you see Wyckoff give you the buy late. It's still in a downtrend right now. So, and we have indecision too. But if you have taken that 1 hour buy, you should be out of that trade because it's reversing off of you. But it may start to reverse and start to go up. But right now, sit on your hands and just wait. Now, when you had the alert when it came in, it was bullish. Let's do a replay. So everybody buys that. Let's see. Let's do a replay. All right. You see let me check. Fortunately, in the replay, I don't see it, but in the replay, it's clearly said that it was bullish. At that time, it was bullish when you had the alert. But now it's the indecision is currently switching from indecision to bearish. So that's why I'm telling you the alert, the this setup here should be is going down right now. You see, it's switching to bearish right now. The indecision is switching to bearish. So we're going down right now. So that 5 minutes here. May start to go down on the 5 minute, but like I said, just do not chase anything. Yes, like I said, sometimes it's gonna be before, sometimes it's gonna be after. So because EMX is looking at the ADX, and Wyckoff is waiting for a Wyckoff setup. So it's two different things. So for sure, you're not gonna have the same signal at the same time, but sometimes it correlates at the same time. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's focus on something else. Just gonna look at it's been a while. Didn't look at the XRP. Think XRP is going lower and lower. Yeah, so XRP is going lower right now. And Bitcoin, where it's at right now? It's at 108. All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially if you have to look at the market condition and the actual the only time that I look at candlestick patterns is exactly the movement of the market. Okay, so if it's doing a higher low or a lower high, that's what I'm looking to confirm. And if a price is touching a previous high or previous low, so that's why you have the high low level indicator. This is going to help you towards that, and that'll give you a decision exactly if you need to keep staying in that trade, or to get out of that trade, or not taking that trade at all and waiting for the reversal. That's pretty much it. So yes, you have the signals. You don't need to take all of the signals. It has to make sense to take that signal. So, but with more practice, you're gonna be good in regards to market condition. And that's why you have to look at news, what's going on in the world, politics. So that's really important. All right. So didn't have any signals at all for this session off of the 50-minute chart. So we're gonna close it out, guys. German G30 had also 30 minutes. So okay, now you're at 20 minutes. 30 minutes sell. Yes, I think it did. Everything is selling off right now on German. So we have let me look at the 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes sell. And you had you see those two, the Wyckoff and the EMX AI give you the sell right around at the same time. So that was a high probability trade for sell. So that was perfect. And on top of that, you had the news that was confirming you that the market was going to go down with German based off of the unemployment change. That was a big change off of that. So is it good to take sell? Yeah, it's a sell setup, but like I said, Leon, you if me what I do is that if I don't get the signal and I'm not in that trade within like 20 minutes of that signal, I leave the signal alone. Same thing as last week. We had I was waiting for a sell on the indices, and I missed the sell at Asian because I was waiting at London to take the sell. I didn't take any sells, even though the markets was still going down, because it's better to have a better entry than to be with to get in within the move, and it's gonna retrace off of you and continue going down, and you may take your stop loss, or you know what you see what I'm saying. So better to take the trade at the start when you get the alert, and when you already analyze the market, to go short, and you're going to be in good position. If it wasn't about the my scheduled appointment with the doctor, I would have taken the buy on most of the trades, most of the indices here on Tuesday, and I was sold off German this morning. Those were easy trade to take. Okay, so I didn't have that. German 30. So German 30. So I have the X40 right now. So this is what I have. So this is the sell. The sell here came in at 8 my time. So that was 2 hours ago. And so that was for Wyckoff, and for EMX, that was at 5:30. So 5:30 Eastern this morning, and at 8 a.m. this morning. So 5:30 for EMX, and 8 o'clock for Wyckoff. So those both were sells. All right, perfect. Look, now I have 15 minutes till EMX. Okay, so now you have a 15-minute sell. Still loading. So we have 15-minute sell here. That was at 7:15 my time that the sell came in. So you should be out of that trade. That trade hit TP3. So all of those trades here hit TP on the 15, the 15-minute, and the 30-minute. Even on, let me look at Wyckoff to see exactly if we had a sell. Yes, we did. And that was at 7:15. So both of them gave you a sell. All right. So perfect. So we're gonna close out this session here. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, or you could send me a message here on Telegram if you have my contacts. And on my end here, I'm gonna be continuing working on basically the back data in regards to the automation. So I'm testing the automation for the last 5 years for each indices. Basically the top three indices that I will be focusing on will be German. We have US30, so the Dow Jones, and we have Nasdaq, so US100. So I'm working on that, and after that, when everything will be done, the automation will be completed here. So I just wanted to have some data so I could share with you guys and see exactly the performance of getting the automation here. If we start with a 200K account in 2020 for the last 5 years, and I'll give you a good indication exactly of the performance of the indicator, all right, the automation, all right. So that means it. Let's see here. I have 9, 3, 5, 6, 9, 2, yeah, Leon. So you're gonna have the same signals as me, Leon. So don't worry about that. As long as you have the same settings. The only thing that you didn't have was I had one signal here for Wyckoff, and you had it at 2 or 3. So that was the only difference, but for the rest, it's the same. So it's gonna give you the same information as me. So don't worry about that. Just focus on getting in when the alert comes in after you make your analysis of the market. Okay, so that's really important. You have to make your analysis before to anticipate exactly the move. And when you have the confirmation with your the indicators, you trigger your trade right there and there. Okay, you don't wait for an hour or so to take the trade. Make sure you take your trade at the same time. TFI broker. Okay, so yeah, I'm using Capital One in regards to German 40. So unless your prop firm is using a different type of feed, make sure that you're aligning with the feed of your prop firm broker. Maybe it's not going to be Capital One; it could be another different chart here. So you have to look at all of the German 30 or 40 charts to see exactly which one is the most recent. All right. Great session. Thanks. So yeah, no problem, Leon. So no problem with that. So still going to be working in the background here on my end. Like I said, I have the back test in regards to automation to do for the last 5 years for indices. So German 40, US30, and US100. So NASDAQ and Dow Jones. And when everything will be done, I will share the results in regards to the back test. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be surprised with the results. And yeah, so and I'll explain exactly how the automation will work when everything will be done. So I apologize if there's no automation running right now. I'm just focusing on doing that, so that way the automation will be flawless and working 24/7. All right. So that being said, guys, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. We'll talk back tomorrow, New York session, same time at 9 a.m. And make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and just share the live here to anyone that wants to have a great community here. And I'm here 24/7 for help. And yeah, so that being said here, guys, I wish you a wonderful day. All right, so peace.